I was listening to a CD this morning. Yeah, physical media. Wasn't connected to the internet or anything. And then I got a phone call, so I needed to stop it. And I had this thought in the back of my mind that I like this song. I don't want the player to think that I'm stopping it because I don't like it and then, not play it again. Remember, I wasn't online. There isn't any algorithm. But my subconscious behavior has been altered by the fact that I know that when I'm online, my choices for how I interact with this bit of media is going to affect my future opportunities for what I get to listen to or see. I'm not going to pretend I know how algorithms work, especially when a lot of the people who write and manage the actual algorithms can't explain what's really going on inside that model once they've launched them out there. And I'm also not going to pretend that I really understand how our personal behaviors are changing because we know that every decision we make online is tracked and fed into some sort of decision engine. But it does make our decisions change. For example, podcasts, YouTube. I still haven't added the obligatory phrase, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you comment. Part of me hates the fact that I have to feed the algorithm. Part of me, makes it feel like I'm, being trained to do something by something that we incorrectly call artificial intelligence. But I see and I hear my favorite YouTubers and podcasters using phrases like that all the time. They all know that if they have more subscribers, then the algorithm will be more likely to offer up their content. They know that the more comments they have, the algorithm is more likely to get a better understanding of what their content is and who is participating in that content. And again, those impressions and the clicks and the views all go up because they have been trained by the algorithm. Now, I said we miscall it artificial intelligence because there's no intelligence in promotion algorithms. There are biases. There are definitely biases. But these biases have nothing to do with your goals or my goals. These biases are things like we want people to remain on our digital platform longer and consume more content. Or we want people to buy stuff from our advertisers. Or we want to find more people like us. These biases aren't generated by the algorithms, but they're included by real human beings who have, let's say, animal hindbrains that they might not even understand their own motivations. We can talk about that some other day. The tools are written to ingest huge amounts of data. They search for patterns, and then they produce an outcome. That single outcome is what the data analysis is looking for. The probability that if I watched Weird Al's masterpiece, Bob, the palindrome song, I'm also going to want to watch things on College Humor. The script comes to that conclusion because it tracked what everyone else who watched Bob was watching and averaged out a bunch of common, quote, related, unquote, videos. It also keeps track of what I'm likely to click on. The problem is I'm likely to click on a lot of stuff. I like to understand what people are doing online. I like to understand cultural references that people make, but it's not necessarily my culture, and I don't necessarily want to be flooded with that content. There's nothing worse than trying to find something that you like because the, quote, AI, unquote, is trying to, quote, help, unquote, by offering just a whole bunch of stuff that you were just glancing at as opposed to the stuff that you really want to watch or listen to. So I find myself trying to train the algorithm by listening longer to things that I actually like or using incognito mode in my browser to watch political content that I don't actually agree with. Part of my brain says, hey, look how clever I am. I'm training the algorithm to do my bidding. But the conclusion I've actually come to, the algorithm is training me to fit into the way that it works, which I guess, kind of makes me part of the algorithm.